Peace and blessings everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Albert, and well, this is the 2012 Audi A8. This one is the D4 model, which replaced back in 2010 the legendary D3. Now, to be honest with you, I wanted to drive one of these for a long time. I've driven the S8 and well, that's a different beast, but today we have the 3-liter diesel engine, short wheelbase A8, and well, I'm gonna review it and I'm gonna share the experience with you. See you in a bit. Let's discuss a bit about the front end of the D4, because, well, you immediately notice the single frame grille with this horizontal lines that gives the car a very aggressive stance. Now, the LED headlights are sleek and angular and, well, gives the car a modern touch. Even though this car was made in 2010, I have to tell you that even today in 2023 still looks modern. Now, all the chrome that this car has gives it a very luxurious feel as well. So let's talk a bit more deeply about what this car has in the front end, because right over here we have a camera, because this car has a 360-degree camera system which shows you all the spots that you want to see around your car. Down here, integrated seamlessly into the front bumper, are the parking sensors, because this car has also parking sensors and the 360-degree camera, and it's quite interesting. Over here we do have the headlight washers, and you noticed how beautiful the lines are on the bonnet as well. So from the front end, I have to tell you that even though this one is the SE version and it's not the S line, still looks aggressive. I got this car from my friends at CarZ. CarZ are a specialized second-hand car dealership located in Ipswich. All the cars have 6 months RAC warranty, which is extendable up to 3 years. If you have a low credit score, CarZ can provide finance. If you want to part exchange your car, well, CarZ can help you with that as well. And oh yeah, if you want your car to be delivered all the way across UK, CarZ can help you with that as well. So if you have any inquiries, check them out at carz.co.uk. It's time to check out the engine on this car. And well, this one has a 3-liter diesel engine which produces 250 horsepower, 550 Newton meters, and goes from 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds thanks to its 8-speed automatic gearbox. One thing that the gearbox also helps with is the fuel consumption. On motorways and, well, outside town, this car does around 50 miles per gallon, while in a town driving, this car provides 35 miles per gallon. But I didn't get 35 miles per gallon. I literally did around 27-30 miles per gallon, which is not bad. This car also, well, not this one specifically, but the Audi A8 comes with a lot of engines, starting with a 2-liter petrol and, well, all the way up to a 6.3 petrol engine. There are 2 diesels, this one, the 3-liter and the 4.2. If you ask me, well, I would rather have the 4.2, but, well, considering that you pay a lot of taxes and the insurance and the road tax here in UK is bigger on the 4.2, well, this one is the one to get. It's more economical, is fast enough, and provides a decent amount of power. But also, the Audi A8 comes with front-wheel drive, which I know it's quite surprising. Even though this one is a Quattro, I never drove front-wheel drive Audi A8 before, and I'm quite curious how that feels. This one feels very nimble, it's very aggressive on the road, stands very well while you are taking some corners and while you drive this car on countryside roads as well. So I think this engine is very capable, and the Quattro system delivers the power excellent. Now let's talk about the side of the car, because there are some things that need to be mentioned. For example, this car has keyless entry and keyless go, and this aluminum finish that's on the door handle gives the car a luxurious feel. Also, the aluminum finish that this car has surrounding the windows and, well, on the side of the car exudes a sense of luxuriousness as well. The 19-inch wheels add an elegant touch to the car and, well, gives the car a muscular look as well. The beautifully drawn lines that start from the front end all the way back to the rear end enhances the elegance that this car presents. Also, the roof line is a little bit slopey towards the rear end, giving the car a sporty and dynamic look as well. And yes, this car, even though isn't the long wheel base, this one is the short wheel base. I have to tell you that it's quite big. On the mirrors we have LED turn signals, which they light up pretty elegantly. So overall, the side of the car actually showcases how luxurious this car is. The rear end of the car is as elegant as the rest of the car, and you immediately notice the LED taillights, which they have this beautiful pattern which lights up. Now, right here we have the TDI badge and, well, the A8 badge, and in the middle we have the proud Audi emblem. Underneath here we have a camera for, well, reverse backup camera, but I have to re-mention again the 360-degree system that this car has. In the rear bumper we have the parking sensors integrated neatly. The aluminum line over here exudes the sense of luxuriousness that the whole rest of the car has. What I like is the twin exhaust, and, well, all Audi's A8 have twin exhaust, and yeah, it's something that I like because it gives the car a sporty feel as well. One thing that I immediately noticed is this thin little spoiler that is integrated into the rear boot, and I know that, well, it's not, but it actually looks like a rear spoiler. And overall, the rear end of the A8 is as classy and elegant as the rest of the car. Now it's time to check out the cargo space of the A8, and right here we have a button. We press the button because this is a powered operated boot, and, well, you see it pops up very elegantly. Now this car has a cargo space of 505 liters, and, well, if you are Jason Statham and you want to transport something into your A8, you have plenty of space to, well, deliver anything. So the rear boot of the A8 is very spacious, big, and, well, right over here I found a medical kit supply. Yeah, well, and I noticed a power socket into the rear boot, which I think is brilliant. That was it. Now we have to press this button over here, which makes the boot seamlessly close. Step inside into the Audi A8 cabin and you are immediately greeted with high quality premium materials such as leather, wooden trim, aluminium, and, well, a lot of soft carpets and, well, sway on the door sides. Immediately you noticed how imposing this car is. So I have to tell you that I'm quite impressed how they developed over the D3 model. The D3 was an elegant car and was looking quite good, but this is a little bit different, and somehow, well, not somehow, but well, I have to tell you that it feels a little bit better than the D3, and, well, I think that was the purpose of the D4. So what do we have? Well, we have premium leather, we have wooden trim, this elegant wooden trim that this car has all over, the aluminium trim as well, the soft leather on the steering wheel, and, well, the soft sway on the door side provides a very luxurious feel. Let's talk about the steering wheel of the car. The steering wheel, of course, being an SE, it's not a sports steering wheel, but it looks good. It has this piano black finish over here with this aluminium trim, and the leather is very soft. Also, you have paddle shifters over here, which gives the car a very sporty feel as well. Now let's talk about the gauge cluster. The gauge cluster is quite elegant and something that you can see in the newer Audi models. Right here in the middle we have a couple of information into the big screen, which you can see even the fuel consumption, and I was not lying when I said that I got 27 miles per gallon. So from here we can adjust the efficiency program, which shows you how efficient you are driving this car. You have digital speedometer, cruise control, and well, you can make the display go away while you press that button. So yes, we do have a couple of features here. I'm missing some washer fluid. I have to fill that up. We have the radio controls and, well, telephone and the GPS system, the sat nav that this car has. The gauge cluster is very elegant. We do have a rev counter on the left side, we do have the speedometer on the right side, and well, I do like how the water temperature and, well, the fuel tank are displayed over here. So the gauge cluster is elegant, it's nice, and well, to be honest with you, I would have preferred if this car would have had a bigger screen here, but due to the fact that I'm a fan of analog gauges, I have to tell you that this one looks quite good. The dashboard is covered in leather and is very elegant with this aluminium and wooden trim. It also has an aluminium finish over here, a brushed aluminium, which complements the car's overall aesthetics. The car offers a lot of legroom and headroom for front passengers and rear passengers as well. I have to tell you that it feels pretty good being in here. The dashboard layout is brilliantly done. I do like the fact that it still has the pop-up screen that comes out of the dashboard, and this is something elegant, and I like that they kept this on the Audi D4 as well. Now let's discuss about the infotainment system that this car has, because it's quite intuitive and easy to use. These are the buttons from where you can control the screen. This one isn't a touch screen, so well, you cannot touch it, and even if you touch it, nothing happens. So right here in the menu, let's go back, we have the car, telephone, information, navigation, media, radio, and well, this is the sound system of the car, and I have to tell you that I'm quite impressed by it. This car has a lot of speakers hidden inside the car, and the sound quality is brilliant. Now let's go back into the menu. I want to go into the car settings, and right here we have the Audi Drive Select, and you have the driving modes of this car: the efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. Now, if you go into the car systems over here, you can actually see that you have some driver assist features, and well, these are the speed warning sound, which is brutally annoying. You have the parking aid, which you can control the volume from the parking sound speakers, which listen up. Yeah, and also you can control the frequency, and this is kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back from this. This car also has a 360 degrees camera system, which provides quite good visibility in narrow spaces. Also, we do have some rain sensors, and the rain sensor is integrated right here underneath the windscreen. So let's go back. We have the media, because this car has Bluetooth media connectivity. You can connect your phone. It doesn't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but you can connect your phone through the Bluetooth system. Right here into the vehicle settings, we have the controls for the seats, and you can control them right from here. And easy entry, auto belt tensioner, and well, remote key. Now, one thing that I like, it's the exterior lighting, and well, of course, the background lighting, which these are the ambient lighting inside the car. Sorry for that. Let's go back. You do have a background lighting, the brightness, and the color profile. And while you press the color profile, you have three colors. You have the ivory, you have the polar, and you have a ruby polar. And well, you can see that right here, it shows where the lights are hidden, and I have to tell you that it's quite interesting, because well, I did see this on nighttime and they look very good. So overall, the infotainment system of the Audi is quite simple to use, elegant, classy, and very user friendly. Let's talk about the seats. These aren't the 21-way adjustable seats. These are the standard SE seats, but I have to tell you that they are quite comfortable. Even though they have memory, they don't split from the half here as the comfort seats do. But I have to tell you that they are quite pleasant. The leather is soft and will make long journeys very pleasurable. The climate controls are very elegant, and I like this piano finish that the dials have on them, and all the plastic feels very pleasant when you touch it. One thing that I like is the lighting system that this car has, the ambient lighting, because it has some lights integrated into the roof line of this car, and right here in this front command and also on the sides of the roof you have some beautiful lines, and these ones light up in, well, because it's a 2012, it only has 3 colors, but I have to tell you that it's quite enough. The piano black trim that it's on the central console gives the car a luxurious feel as well. And the cup holders, I have to tell you that they are perfectly integrated here. It's where you want them to be. Inside the cup holders you have a cigarette lighter, and well, I'm quite curious where the ashtray is, because well, I didn't find it. So you have a cigarette lighter, but in front of the car you don't have an ashtray. Well, who knows, maybe I've missed it, but have I missed it? Quite curious. Yes, I've missed it. No, I haven't missed it, I didn't find it. On the door side we have this pockets that you can actually put a lot of things into them. They are very big and very spacious, and I like this handle over here, and well, I do like this hidden compartment into the door handle. Overall, the car is very elegant, and I have to tell you that it's quite pleasant being here. Now let's jump into the rear seats of the A8, and well, you immediately notice how big this car is. I have the seat adjusted as I said, and I'm 5.11, and well, I do have a lot of legroom here. Also, I do have a lot of headroom, and yes, it's a very spacious car. Immediately on the rear seats you notice the sound speakers that this car has integrated here, and the sound system of the car is excellent. Also on this pole over here we have some air vents. We do have air vents as well as in the center console, but for providing a better air quality into the rear seats of the A8, they also installed some air vents over here. On the roof we do have these beautiful lines for the ambient light, and I do like how the buttons for the rear light passengers are. They are very nice when you touch them. They have this piano black finish and feels very elegant. Right here we have the armrest, which has a couple of things. For example, here you have some storage compartment, and right here you have 2 cup holders, which they are decent size. They are very well made. Back here also we have a medical kit supply, and well, I have to tell you that these seats are very comfortable. Being in the back seats of the Audi A8 is quite the place to be. Now let's check a bit the door side, because well, you immediately notice this beautiful brushed aluminium and this wooden trim over here. And here we do have an ashtray, which is quite nice. It's quite small, but it's quite nice being here, because this car has the smoker's package, even though no one smoked in the car, but nevertheless it has the smoker's package. So it's time to put up the central armrest, because well, it's time to do that. Right here in the middle we do have another 2 power sockets and well, another lighter, and the climate vents over here to provide better air quality for the rear passengers. Now I know that a couple of A8s have different features on the rear seats. For example, they have a rear entertainment system, and they do have rear climate controls, and well, they have different options than this one. But to be honest with you, I don't mind these options that this car has. It provides everything that you need. Overall, being a passenger into the Audi A8's cabin, I have to tell you that it's a nice, pleasant place to be in. Now it's time to drive the Audi A8, and I'm gonna put my seat belt on because, well, safety comes first. I'm gonna put the car in reverse because I have to back up. While I put the car in reverse, right here we have the camera system, which is quite neat. And well, I have to tell you that it's very high quality. I like how the camera, it's shown up on the infotainment screen. I do like this gear shift. Somehow feels like you're in an airplane, and well, it makes perfect sense because the A8 is kind of like an airplane. First impression behind the steering wheel is that you are in a big cruise ship. Everything is very well isolated. You have double glazed windows. The leather, the materials are high, and well, the outside noise, it's barely even noticeable. The Quattro system delivers the power very well to the wheels and makes the car very sporty. It's not as sporty as the 7 Series, but it's quite there. The 3-liter diesel engine is quite powerful. 250 horsepower is very decent, and well, to make a small comparisons, I have to tell you that I drove the S8, the specifically D4 S8, and I was quite impressed by the amount of power. But this being the 3-liter diesel engine, well, I have to tell you that it's quite nippy. The Quattro system helps a lot, and the gearbox is quite responsive. If you put this car on manual mode, you can actually see that it goes very well. The 250 horsepower is decent, but the fuel consumption is good as well. I would have rather had the 4.2 because it's more powerful. With that engine you get 350 horsepower, which, well, I don't have to tell you that it's quite good. Now let's talk about the comfort. This car has the Audi air suspension and it's quite comfortable. You don't necessarily feel how bad the road is. Of course, sometimes if you have the car on dynamic or in individual mode, it can be a little bumpy. But if you have the car set on comfort mode, it goes smoothly on any tarmac surfaces. So even if you have some potholes, this car is gonna go gracefully over them. Now the steering is precise. Even though this car is big, I have to tell you that the handling is good. You don't have too much body roll, and by having this suspension, you can set it to sport mode or dynamic mode as Audi has it, and it's gonna be very well planted to the earth. What I want to mention is how reliable this car actually is. Well, it has a couple of problems with the turbos, and also if you don't put oil regularly in them, you will have problems with the engine as well. Now, a couple of people complained about the gearboxes, and well, I don't think that if you buy an Audi A8 and well, specifically 3-liter diesel engine, you're gonna trash it around. Because if you're gonna trash it around, well, I don't think it's gonna last too long. Even though this is a very desirable car and it looks good and it handles good and has all the options that you need, it's not a car to toss around like the BMW 7 Series is. So this is more elegant, somewhere between the S-Class and the 7 Series. It has the perfect amount of sportiness in it, but well, it's somewhere between S-Class and the 7 Series. So if you want a car that provides both of these different worlds, from sportiness to luxuriness, I think the A8 provides everything that you need. So overall, I'm quite impressed with the car. This one has 84,000 miles and literally feels like a new car. Even though it was made in 2012, still drives good today. The amount of technology that it has is good. The amount of comfort and everything that this car provides, I have to tell you that I'm quite impressed by it. So if you are in the market looking for one, well, I think it's a good decision to buy one. That was it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Press a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks to those who already subscribed, and well, I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, all the best to you guys, and well, peace and blessings to all of you.